Hello?
Hello, Daniel Valdivia.
Yes, this is Daniel.
Hi, Daniel. This is Giandra and Ryan Bivens from the Ruckus. You're live on the air with us right now, so don't start cussing
Great.
or anything. Don't get. I'm
Oh,
just
not
kidding.
at all, not at all.
So thank you for joining us. It's a pleasure joining us. We're looking forward to talking to you. We know you have a fight coming up on October 25th in Fresno, and you're fighting at light middleweight. You're currently 4-0. Why don't you tell us a little bit about, for those of you just tuning in, Daniel is a prospect who's been signed recently by Top Rank. Like I mentioned, he's going to be fighting on October 25th. Why don't you tell us a little bit of how you came to connect with Top Rank and how that relationship came to be?
The relationship began through a trainer in the amateurs that I knew. His name was Armando Mancina. And I came to him about wanting to turn pro and get my first pro fight, and possibly fighting on a Top Rank card since Jose Ramirez was already signed with the Top Rank. He was a local fighter. So I thought I would go to him since he had a connection to Top Rank, And so I approached him with my information, with my with my biography of my fights and everything, and he said he would talk to Rick Meridian, which was the main was Jose's agent, was Jose Ramirez's agent, So he was the one that got the Jose's contract for him with Top Rank. So he said he would approach him and see if it would be possible for me to get a fight on Top Rank card, So that started with that. And little by little, they looked through my stuff. They looked through my biography and everything on my amateur career, and they it was a little bit tough at first to be able to get that fight with Top Rank, but they got me a fight in Texas, which was August 17th, and it was my pro debut, so they were going to give me a chance to fight on one of their cards, thanks to Rick, and so I got my chance, and I fought in Laredo, Texas. I came with the win. I got out of there with the win at a second round KO. It was I was very excited to win that fight. So that's where I got my nickname, El Chapulín, and they called me the Grasshopper for just out of excitement. I was jumping up and down, and that's where I got the name, and I adopted that nickname, and now I stayed with it. And then after that fight, Top Rank had a lot of interest in me, so they said they wanted to see me fight one more time. So we fought on another Top Rank card that Rick was actually throwing. Rick Meridian was going to throw a card in November 9th in Lemoore, California, and which was a sold-out event at the Westfield College. And I fought there. I put on a good show. I won in the second round fight. I won in the second round again by KO. And that fight was actually televised by Univision, and I came out on TV, which was exciting and very exciting to come out on TV. I was pretty much like a dream, I didn't think I would ever come on TV that early in my career, and it happened. So from there, Top Rank kept a real good eye on me. So from several months passed, and it happened that they really liked what they saw, and they invested in me, and they signed me to a promotional 5-year contract with them. So that's how Top Rank came about. But it took a while, it took 2 good fights, so.
Well, as long as you stay focused and hungry, the fights will come. Tell us a little bit more about the fight that's happening on October 25th. Who are you fighting on that day, and what do you know about him so far?
Yes, that's this October 25th will be another huge event, which will be at the Sound Arena, and it's called Fight for Water 3. It's here in the Central Valley with the tremendous drought going on right now, and we want everybody nationally. We want it nationally to be known, So it's being called Fight for Water 3, and my opponent, his name is Sal Benitez. He's from Arizona, Phoenix, Arizona. So he's a fighter with 9 fights. He's about, his record is an even record actually. He has 4 wins, 4 losses, and a draw. And he's a rugged fighter that has fought very tough opponents because most of his opponents they all have winning records, and he's only been stopped 1 or 2 times. So he's a fighter that can go the distance. So I'm looking to come in and fight him hard and see what he brings,
Today I had the opportunity as you may know, Curtis Stevens is fighting Hassan Nadam tomorrow here in Southern California in Santa Monica. At today's weigh-in, Hassan Nadam said that for this fight preparation, he had the best camp of his life. And from what I understand, he said he had excellent sparring for this camp, and he felt like he was really ready for this fight against Curtis Stevens. I understand that you were one of his sparring partners as he prepared for this fight with Curtis Stevens. With him speaking so highly of the quality of sparring, you know, that's a testament to your fighting ability. Flipping the question the other way, how has the sparring with Hassan Nadam assisted you with your fight against Sal Benitez on October 25th?
I believe it's just being able to fight, to spar that type of, a fighter that decorated with that amount of fights is just very, it's very rare, So, like, to say I can spar somebody with those stats, it has helped me tremendously because and confidence builder, very confidence builder. I'm able to keep up with that kind of type of fighter, So it's very confidence wise. It helps me a lot.
Ryan, do you have questions?
Yeah. Do you prefer to be called Daniel or Danny?
I think I leave it up to to the fans and to the people, But my main name is Daniel, But I really like if people like to call me Danny or Daniel, it's totally fine with me,
Yeah, because I was wondering why BoxRec they list you under Danny instead of your full name, which is unusual unless that's generally what you tell them that you want to go by.
Correct.
Yeah. So, anyways, I saw one of your fights on Solo Boxeo. I believe it was your second fight against Matt Dumas or Dumas.
That's correct.
Yeah. Hey, you showed real fast hands and good punching power. What do you think you need to work on your game the most?
I believe in my game I need to work on the most. Just be a little bit more consistent. When I have the guy a little bit hurt, try to come after him a little bit more and try to end the fight as soon as possible. Because in the professionals, any punch can put you down. So if I have the guy hurt, I need to just persistently put pressure on him and just take him out of there soon. So don't give him any time or any confidence for him to be able to come back at me.
Solid. Well, best of luck, man.
Thank you so much, Ryan.
Also, from what I understand, let me see. I think we are getting questions from our Twitter followers. One of our followers said that you have also been working with Rubio, who's going to be fighting Gennady Golovkin at the end of October. Have you been working with him in his camp?
Yes, I was there about 2 weeks ago. I actually had the chance to spar with Rubio. We sparred to about 6 good rounds, and it was a tremendous experience.
At this point in your career, you've been fighting for a while, since you were an amateur, but now you're a pro, you're into your pro career. Do you still find at times that you get a little awestruck by some of the veterans in the sport, or do you just look at them like any other guy and you just go?
Yeah, definitely. No, I feel great. I mean, I look at them as like, I've been around as, I fought with some of the best fighters in the amateurs, I sparred some of the best fighters, so I look at them as like, once I'm in the ring, it's just me and him, I don't look at his record, I don't look at all his decorated career, I just look at it's just me and him, and I have to do what I do best, and I don't look at it, I don't think about it too much, because if I do think about it too much, it can, it can definitely mess me up a little bit.
Ryan mentioned in the fight of yours that he watched that was on Solo Boxeo that you had some fast hands. In addition to your fast hands, what do you feel like is your bread and butter punch that finishes your opposition off?
I definitely believe my right hand is one of the punches that's my best, strongest punch. That's probably all the 4 fights I've had. That's been the punch that has put all my fighters out. It's been the right hand or the uppercut, but it's definitely been led up by the jab. So I set up with the jab and look to land a right hand or an uppercut. But I know it's definitely very to have both strong hands, So, but my right hand right now, it looks like my bread and butter right now.
Do you know how many more times you're going to be fighting before the end of the year? We're getting close in the last quarter of the year. Do you know how many more times you're going to fight before we close out 2014?
I'm looking to fight October 25th, and after in November possibly get another fight. But for sure, I'm getting another fight after October. But we're shooting for 2. But most definitely we're gonna get another fight after October.
Mm-hmm. Ryan, did you want to jump in there?
Yeah. What weight classes do you see yourself competing in throughout your career?
I definitely want to be competing at the 154 weight class. Right now that's the weight class I'm at, but that's the weight class I would like to be in and down the line, and hopefully challenging for a title down the line at that weight class. But I know eventually I might grow out of it, but for now I want to be at 154, but 154, 160, but I definitely want to stay at 154 as long as I can.
Right, because at 6 feet tall, you can probably move all the way up to light heavyweight eventually.
Oh man, yeah, definitely, it's possible.
Mm-hmm. As a light middleweight, it's easy to say, who do you have your eye on? Of course, there's the Canelos and there's Sonny Lars, and the usual names that people throw out. Right now, at this point in your career, of the prospects that you are familiar with in your weight class, who would you, just if you looked into the future, who would you like to see now that you could just take out? Who's a prospect like yourself?
I'll believe that Chris Pearson is a prospect at 154, and that's a guy that I know that I'm going to fight down the line, and he's signed with Mayweather Promotions. But that's a guy that definitely that it's a fight that it's gonna it's gonna impact our careers a lot. If we fight each other, it's gonna take us to the top, because that's gonna give us a good title shot. But that's the guy I look to looks like I could be fighting possibly down the line.
Mm-hmm. Now that I know that you are focused on your fight, and it's easy for people to get caught up in the politics and the business of boxing. Now that we're starting to see, talks between Golden Boy and Top Rank, are you excited for the future opportunities, or are you just worried about what's in front of you right now, or have you thought that far into the future?
Well, throughout your social media accounts, you see all this stuff going on, but that's definitely excites me. I mean, you think about it in the future, because being able to fight against Golden Boy fighters, that would be tremendous. That would make for big fights and big money draw big money draw, and of fans, because that would just bring a lot more fans into the to the table. So it's definitely something I thought about. It's very exciting to see that's going on now.
Would you say that you're a fighter that's more skill focused? We see some bigger personalities outside of the ring that can be a little distracting from within the ring. What is something that you would want people to know about you outside of the ring to make them want to watch you?
Outside of the ring, I believe I'm a very charismatic guy. I feel like I can connect with the fans. I come from a humble background. All my family, we all migrated here from Mexico, and we all, four of my brothers have graduated from college, and they all migrated over here. So it's like, it's something that I feel like I connect with a lot of fans, and people have done, that's you hear that story in and out, you hear that story, a lot of times. So it's like, I feel like that way I can connect with a lot of fans, and to me, the kids are just. The kids are like, I feel like I really connect with the kids, and any event I've been with there's just been a lot of kids, they have just really they came up to me and they've been very excited, and they still like, they tell me several things like, oh, you're my Superman, you're my hero. It's very motivating, those words, So I feel like I connect with the people very good,
Right. For those of you listening and on Twitter who are following us while we tweet the show and your contact information, where can fans keep up with you to follow your career? Give us all your social media and ways that we can keep up with you and your career.
Yeah, definitely. For all my fans that would like to follow me on Facebook, they could add me on my page, like my page on Daniel El Chapulín Valdivia, and on Instagram and Twitter at Valdivia Boxing, and those 3 accounts are I'm on those constantly, so they can write to me whenever they like.
Okay. Any final words before we let you get back into camp and get back focused into the business at hand?
Final words. I would like to say, I would like to invite all the big fans, all the big boxing fans to come out October 25th to the Sound Arena. I'll be fighting my 5th professional fight. If you guys can make it out there, it would be tremendous. You guys are gonna have a great time, and I'm gonna put on a show, and hopefully all you guys will enjoy it. It's gonna be a great night of boxing, 8 good fights. So hopefully everybody can make it out there to the Sound Arena October 25th.
All right, we look forward to seeing you. Good luck on your fight on the 25th. Ryan, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, Curtis Stevens fights signing down tomorrow night. Who do you got?
I say Hasim. I'm looking for Hasim to come out with the KO in the 9th round.
Cool.
Oh, and look, I think we have somebody calling from your area code. So let's see if this is somebody who is calling for you. You are live with the Ruckus with Ryan Giandra and Daniel Valdivia. Do you have questions for Daniel?
Yes, I did. I had a question. I wanted to ask Daniel, what is his motivation when he's in the ring?
My motivation in the ring is definitely my family. I have 4 brothers and 1 sister, and every time, to me, as I was a little young boy, they would always take care of me. And when I'm in the ring now, I feel like they get worried and they get sad. They get worried and they get very anxious. So I feel like I got to take care of them in there, because I have to go in there and finish off the guy before he tries to finish me, and so that my family's not worried, and I just put a smile on their face. But my family is definitely my motivation.
All right. Thank you, caller. Thank you for calling in. So, Daniel, best of luck on October 25th, Fresno. It is, give us the name of the fight, the Fight for Water.
Fight for Water 3, October 25th.
All right. So make sure if you're in that area, you go out and see a great night of boxing. It's also benefiting a great cause. We wish you the best of luck. And after your fight is complete, you'll have to come back and tell us about the win.
Oh, thank you so much, and I definitely look forward to that. Thank you for having me on the show.
All right. Oh, it's our pleasure. Thanks, Daniel.
Thanks for coming on.
Bye-bye. Thank you, Ryan.